Be joined by Alex Witt, Head of Finance at C Labs. Alex, thanks for joining us.
It's a pleasure to be here.
Alex, first, do you want to give our audience a little background on who you are and how you got into blockchain technologies?
Sure. So I started my career in the traditional financial world at Goldman Sachs, and I got a front row seat into kind of how capital markets work, how our overall financial system works, and I came away disheartened. So after 2 years, I kind of have ventured since then into democratization of finance, financial inclusiveness, and blockchain and crypto is really an extension of that.
You yourself come from Goldman Sachs and Morgan Stanley.
Firstly, can you tell us a little about yourselves, your backgrounds, and the community behind Celo?
Sure. I'll start first, and then Pranay can jump in. I started my career in traditional finance at Goldman Sachs, but I quickly kind of became disillusioned by some of the systemic inequalities in the current financial system. So I started an equity crowd investing platform, but then I saw blockchain as kind of this super powerful tool in our toolbox now that could be used for kind of accelerating positive change towards financial inclusion. And
what's up, guys? Welcome back to the Crypto Crossroads. So just a few seconds ago, we watched a few clips of Alex Witt, who became the head of finance for Celo back in 2019. And during the clips, Alex mentioned that he used to work for Goldman Sachs. And in fact, one of the interviewers recognized that Alex Witt used to work for JP Morgan. So the big question is, why am I talking about Alex Witt, the head of finance of Celo, when this is supposed to be a video about Swift blockchain? Well, I got you covered. The reason we're discussing Alex Witt is because he is one of the two co-founders of Swift blockchain. And in fact, Alex used to be the CFO of Swift blockchain. And he actually has a similar background story to Rambo Lan in the sense that both of them went to the same university in China, which is known as the Tsinghua University, located in Beijing, China. Therefore, Alex Witt, who is a co-founder of Swift blockchain, actually comes from Goldman Sachs and JP Morgan. And I think that we need to investigate these experiences a little bit further. So let's take a look. After reviewing the educational and career history of Alex Witt, a co-founder of Swift blockchain, I think it's safe to assume that Alex is a financial expert. And the reason I say this is because he used to work at 3 different investment banks, known as Morgan Stanley, Goldman Sachs, and JP Morgan. Out of these 3, his earliest work experience was with Morgan Stanley, where he spent 4 months working as an intern. Later on, he transitioned to Goldman Sachs, where he worked there for 9 months as a global investment research equity analyst. Then he transitioned to JP Morgan, working as an asset management investment team analyst for about 2 years. So the curious thing about these job experiences is that these branches were located in Singapore and Hong Kong. So we do know that Alex Witt went to Tsinghua University, located in Beijing, China. So he spent a significant amount in the Asian region. So to me, there's no surprise that Alex Witt somehow, some way stumbled across Rambo Lan, and together they co-founded the Swift blockchain. Okay, so Swift blockchain was co-founded in 2017. And even though Alex Witt's contributions to the company were no longer than 2 years, it is clear that they were both fruitful and indispensable. What I mean by this is that Alex Witt was actually a co-author to the Swift blockchain patent, and he was also a key figure in raising funds from top investors like Draper Dragon. Now, my take on Alex Witt is that he was the face of the company because he was always present as a panelist whenever Swift blockchain participated in blockchain events. And also, Alex was always present at the signing ceremonies, such as the signing ceremony with Draper Dragon. It is unclear why Alex Witt left the Swift team, but I don't think he burned any bridges because I found a comment on LinkedIn from Christina Chen to Alex Witt, and they her words were expressing gratitude and respect towards Alex Witt. Here is everything that Christina Chen, the CMO of SWIFT, said about Alex Witt. And you guys can pause the video and read the comment for yourselves, but in a nutshell, Christina said that Alex was a great person to work with. He was able to gain funding from different investors, manage the marketing budget, and also be resourceful with the funds. She also said that he was respected by the whole team, which happens to be scattered throughout 9 different countries, ranging from the regions of Silicon Valley to Asia, Europe, and Africa. And as of 2022, SWIFT blockchain technology is available to 79 countries at its full capacity. And a fun fact about the word SWIFT, each letter in the name stands for something, and that is, it stands for Smart Worldwide Financial Tech. So now we know that the SWIFT blockchain has multiple offices and conducts business worldwide. So it's safe to assume that the SWIFT team has to have the ability to communicate to people from different cultures that speak different languages. And interesting enough, Alex Witt is actually proficient in 3 different languages, which are English, German, and Mandarin Chinese. Now here's what's interesting about it. According to Rosetta Stone for Enterprise, the top languages to learn for international business are English, Mandarin Chinese, and German in that specific order. Now, I know that Alex Witt left the SWIFT company back in 2019, but overall, I believe that Alex's contributions to the SWIFT team are irreplaceable. Alex used to work for 3 different investment banks known as Goldman Sachs, JP Morgan, and Morgan Stanley. So the skills and connections that he developed at these institutions, he was able to take them to SWIFT blockchain and further develop the company. With the help of Alex Witt, the SWIFT team was actually able to co-author the SWIFT patent, make connections with the Japanese Mizuho Bank and a top Germany bank, and also make connections with a top investor known as Draper Dragon. The SWIFT team was also able to participate at different blockchain events in different countries because Alex Witt is proficient in 3 different languages. So overall, Alex Witt was a key figure for the SWIFT team, and even though he left, I don't think he burned any bridges with the team. So there you have it, guys. Please like and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one.